Hello everybody, welcome to Recovery Rhymes. I'm going to do something a little different tonight. Don't have a poem for you tonight, although I do have more. I figured I would do something a little different. Uh, Everybody knows in recovery there's a lot of meetings. You've got Narcotics Anonymous, you've got Alcoholics Anonymous, you've got Crystal Meth Anonymous, Heroin Anonymous. There's so many anonymouses that you could use for your recovery. I choose Narcotics Anonymous. But I wanted to show some literature on these, what you're going to look for to help you, what's good for you, what could be, life-changing. I have two that aren't Narcotics Anonymous. They're not affiliated with Narcotics Anonymous, but they are very helpful. And then I have a bunch that are Narcotics Anonymous. There's still some I'm trying to get. But I figured I would go over some of these books and give you a little information about how to get these books. First one, obviously, basic text. You're going to want that. Your sponsor is going to ask you to read this book before you start the steps. I'm working on it right now. As you can tell, I'm almost halfway through it. I actually need to put a little bit of work on that this week because the sponsor is telling me to get on it. So that's the basic text. That is the core of Narcotics Anonymous. You will want to read that before you do anything else. Two that you can start on with that. One of them is the Just for Today. If you've ever been to an in-person meeting, they read that every time. It's one of the readings. It's dated. Every day of the year's in here. You just pick the day that it is. Like today is January 20th. There's a Just for Today for January 20th. You read it, and I would recommend you read these two books of a morning because this sets the tone for the day. If you're in recovery, these two books will help you a lot, especially if you read them every morning. It kind of lets you know, like, what this day, like for instance, January 20th for today is Narcotics Anonymous offers only one promise, and that is freedom from active addiction. Basic text, page 106. And then it goes into how they offer that promise of freedom from active addiction. And at the bottom, it's the Just for Today quote. It says, "Just for today, I have been promised freedom from active addiction. The gifts I receive are the benefits of recovery." So you read that in the morning, it's going to amp you up for your day. The second one that I would recommend reading every day is also dated every day of the year. It's called A Spiritual Principle a Day. They are more spiritual meditations for the day. Like today is the simple priceless gift we share. It says the simple priceless gift we give each other is the recognition of our humanity. It's from the Guiding Principles book, Tradition 8, Open Reflection. And the bottom part, it summarizes it up saying, "Today I'm going to do my best to acknowledge my fellow members' humanity and share my own. That's all I have to know how to do." And that's why I say I recommend reading those every morning. You don't want to read a daily meditation at the end of the day because then it's going to be the next day. But it will help you start your morning and get a better positive outlook on recovery for your day. So those I would recommend starting. You could start with the basic text on those, just reading them every morning to kind of help you through your day. That's where you want to start. There's also, when you finish the basic text and actually start your step work with your sponsor, you're going to want the step working guide. That is all the questions that are asked on each step, how to work them. You'll go through this with your sponsor and work your steps. And we have It Works, How and Why. That will go over every step and every tradition more in detail, kind of give you a what to expect. Very useful when you're working the 12 steps and you want a little more info on like what the traditions mean. Living Clean, The Journey Continues. I have not touched this book yet because I was told that I was suggested that I should read the basic text before I go getting into other books, so I get a foundation for my recovery, which makes sense. So I haven't touched this one yet. I haven't read anything out of it, but I've heard a lot about the Living Clean book. books. That's why I bought it. These two, not affiliated with Narcotics Anonymous, but this is a day-by-day daily meditations book you read every morning. It's by Hazelden Publishing. I'll get that a little closer so you can see it, if you can see that. You can, there's a hazelden.org bookstore/bookstore you can get this from. It's dated every day. It's actually daily meditations from other addicts recovering from opioid addiction, which is, I mean, it's an addiction, so you're going to relate to it. That would also be one that you would read of a morning, and you read those 3 meditations, you're going to get a good foundation for your recovery for the morning. And this one, it's not affiliated with Narcotics Anonymous. This is just more for like life change. Like if you're looking to change your life, which if you're going into recovery, you're going to want to change your life. This one is called Making Your Bed, or Make Your Bed. It is, as soon as you open it up, it says if you want to change the world, make your bed. And it's actually, it's written by a retired U.S. Navy admiral, so, I mean, as you know, those guys are badasses and very structured in the Navy, so I'm looking forward to reading this one and getting a little something about changing my life in this. I've heard a lot about that book too. It's supposed to be a very good read, so those are what I have in NA literature. There are other books. I'm working on getting the rest of them, but I mean, it takes a little bit of time. But this is how you will actually get these books to where the money you pay for the Narcotics Anonymous books, it goes right back into Narcotics Anonymous, which is something I found out by getting a home group that, I mean, you can buy these from your home group or from any in-person meeting. You just tell them what book you're looking for and they can get them for you. But if you don't want to wait, there is a website you can go to. It's a Narcotics Anonymous website where the money goes right back into Narcotics Anonymous, which is what I would recommend. The actual website, you'll type in CART, C-A-R-T, then a dash, not a slash, us.na.org. That'll take you to the NA World Services web store, which is where you can pick up key tags, chips, books, starter group packs where you want to start your own NA group. I mean, they've got a lot of stuff on there that is NA related. It was kind of hard to navigate that website at first, though. When you go to that website, there's a little person like up towards the top right. You can create an account there and make a list that you can download, so you have the item numbers for everything that you want for later reference, which is what I did. But there's also on the top left, there's 3 little dashes for the menu. You'll touch that, or type, if you know what book you want, you can type it in the search bar at the top of the page and it'll bring it up. But if you touch the top left menu drop down, it'll drop down a menu. And if you, right underneath home, it says catalog, and it's got a little arrow. You touch that little arrow to drop down the catalog menu, and that pulls up the NA merchandise by category. If you touch recovery products, it'll bring up the books. And then Exciting Deals has a special edition NA literature and sponsor medallions. If you got a sponsor you want to, like, congratulate or thank, you can give a sponsor medallion from the Exciting Deals. If you touch on specialty products and then groups and areas, it'll bring up posters, like, and the vinyl posters that have like the traditions, the steps, third step prayer. There's a bunch of stuff on there that you can get posters for, which is what I'm trying to do. I live in an Oxford house, so I would like to hang up the traditions and the steps and stuff. If you go to specialty products and then members, you can get a mug. There's it says bundles there also, and that's a 6 pack of the books that's got the basic text, the spiritual principle of the day, the just for today, the living clean, the it works how and why, and guiding principles. So you could get 6 of the NA literature books with the bundle. They're all softback, but that's how you can get 6 books all at once. I think it's like 40, 45 or $65 for this 6 book pack. And you can get it says journals there too, and that's for the just for today journal. It's like a daily guided journal. And that website it's where you buy the literature, where it helps Narcotics Anonymous. You're not getting it from another website that's profiting from the literature. It's Narcotics Anonymous that's getting the money, and they're obviously using it for other addicts and to help meetings and, you know, fundraising and stuff like that. So that's where I would recommend getting this stuff from. I will post the website in the comments, so that way, you know, you can see how to type it out in your search bar, so you can get to the right website. And then just follow what I was telling you about pulling up the menu, or if you know, like, you want living clean, you'll type living clean in the search bar and it'll pull it up. There's a commemorative edition, living clean. I think there's a special edition. There's a box edition of a couple books where it comes in like a decorative box. There's all kinds of stuff on there. They don't sell like t-shirts and stuff like that, but you can get those from I got a couple Narcotics Anonymous t-shirts from actually Amazon. They have some cool stuff on there that's recovery related. I got some recovery posters hanging up in my room from Amazon. Temu is another, believe it or not, it's another good spot to get some recovery stuff for cheap. I've got probably 8 to 10 posters I got off of Temu, and I paid like $2-3 each for them. So I mean, that's a good spot to get some recovery items if you're looking to, you know, decorate up your room with some recovery slogans, or get a t-shirt that says something recovery to wear to your NA meeting or whatever, AA, whatever. If you need help, you know, finding some of this stuff, you're more than welcome to email me recoveryrhymes9524@gmail.com. If you have any requests or need any help with anything, you're more than welcome to send me an email and I'll help you out. Or my phone number is listed on my TikTok page, the 930-280-9045. Send me a text, call me. If I'm at work, obviously I won't answer, but if I'm not, you know, I'll answer and help you with what you need help with. I think that's about all I got for tonight, guys. I got to work at 9 o'clock in the morning, and it is almost 2 o'clock in the morning. So I gotta get my ass to bed. Like I said, if you need any help, just give me a call, shoot me an email. That's why I did this on the literature tonight, is because, like I said, I've almost made it halfway through the NA basic text, and I'm not a reader, guys, at all. And I'm telling you, when I start reading it, like, it's hard to put down, because it's life altering. You relate so much to this book as an addict that you realize that all the time that you thought you were alone and running from your problems, that you were really not alone, and that everybody in this that helped write this book has probably went through something similar or the exact same thing that you went through. So it's really helpful in recovery to know that you're not alone. So give the books a shot, you know, give the meetings a shot. If you're just not a meeting type of person, you're more one-on-one, hell, give me a call. I'll read you some of the basic text, you know. I'm cool with that. These books have really, like, changed me a lot, you know. So need any help, shoot me a call. Like I said, I'm out for the night.